Yo, check it out. Look how crazy this is. Look, come and check it out. Just look at this amazing. 500 people. 500. 500. Oh, I didn't see you guys there. I got my 4 espressos, and I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm gonna be running. Show them this beautiful ARG mat. What I'm running is the one and only Evil Mecca Frieza. Why? Because of Super Saiyan 4. That's what I'm gonna be running. Connect the dots. We got Super Saiyan 4 GT Mecca Frieza. Go.
What's up, guys? Coming from San Jose ARG. Check this out. This is what I'm running at the event. The one only beast of a leader, SS3 Goku. And what am I running with SS3 Goku? You know it, gotta eat your veggies. That's right. You got the kale package, the Khalifa package, and the Kaba package. And a little bit of some hand destruction. Get rid of those cards in those hands. So stay tuned. We're gonna be topping.
Go. What's up, man? We got the broken profile right here. Yeah, dude. What's your score? X1? Hey, he's killing it. Broken. Bro, show him what you got.
That's a free brand for you.
He's sticking it true. Frieza gang topping it, dude. We gonna make it or what?
Yeah, man. Hey, yo, I know
What's
you're
up?
all acting surprised right now, but Frieza gang is going to top right now. I got the Frieza gangs over here. I got my super players supporting me. Frieza gang.
Frieza gang.
I can't make it to the top without all the support, but you know, without no surprise, Frieza gang's going to ride.
All right, we're gonna.
First place, baby.
All right, let's get it. All right, here we go. We got our tournament packs. We're gonna get a Brawly right here. Show me the Brawly. Don't show me any babies or Bomas or Friezas. All right, as long as it's not a baby or a Boma, it's the curse of the Bomas. All right, maybe set 2. Set 2 was more of my good luck charm. Look at that! I said it. I called it. Damn. It's going up in price, guaranteed. All right. And there's some ugly hollow Vegeta, but we got that one.
What's up, guys? It's your Supah Playaz back at it again with another video, and this time we got ourselves my showcase of the deck I ran at ARG's biggest event in San Jose, and I got 66th place. It was really tough, knowing that most 80% of the decks that were running were Mecha Frieza, but I still managed to plow through that and go to play 66. I bubbled out, which kind of sucks. I was just 2 spots away from top 64 prizing, and it kind of sucked, but it's okay. I'm gonna showcase what I ran, and hopefully you guys like it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. What would you guys take out? But this is what I ran at the event. And dun, 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 I ran Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That's the leader I was running. I think he's very viable in this Mecha format, but Mecha was just too fast. Like, most of my games were just going too quickly. I played against only 3 Mecha Veggies, but it was still really difficult. Cold Bloodlust for free really wrecks, and honestly, I couldn't do much about it. And yeah, let me get to it. So this is my leader. I ran SS3. Shoutouts to MetaMats and David Brown for making this happen. He made us a Supah Playaz mat, and it is amazing. It's cloth, and check them out if you want to get your own designs. It's awesome. Thank you, David and MetaMats and the MetaMat team for making this happen. And the other side is C-Rod, but I can't really flip it because it's already on under the tripod and everything. But let me get to it. So what I ran 4 Trunks. He's the best one drop because this deck really runs mostly Saiyans. There's only the exception of maybe 7 cards that aren't Saiyan in this deck, but most of the time you'll hit your target. So I ran Trunks Bridge to the Future, so whatever Saiyan card you need, you're gonna hit. Unless you're unlucky, and then tough cookies, I guess. And so I ran 4 of them just so you could search the top 2. And if you need a Saiyan card, specifically which one you need, you add it to your hand. And and the other one goes to the drop area. Unless you hit the first one and you really like it, then keep it. And then we did run the veggie package. Yes, it's an expensive deck, but it needed to be competitive against the Mecca format. So I ran 4 Kabbas. Obviously, you guys know for Self-Awakening, you get Khalifa. Honestly, I never really searched out for Kabba. I mainly looked for Khalifa because that was my main card that I looked for, especially for Self-Awakening, due to the fact that people could cold Bloodlust Kabba if you don't have Khalifa in hand, and also to bait them out for bigger plays that I wanted to do, and I kept baiting them out with Kabba. That was one of the ways I kind of maneuvered around Mecha Frieza, because I know they're gonna cold Bloodlust my Kabba, so I kind of just baited it out and kind of used other cards to bait it out. And we ran 4 Khalifas, the standard package, 4 Khalifas to help Self-Awaken, and obviously to search out one of the best cards in the game. 4 Kales, I ran 4 Kales, that's what I did. To pop and do critical, but my main method and play was mainly hand destruction, because it wrecked. Honestly, it really wrecked. It got me out of situations that I didn't expect, and it got me a victory against Mecha Veggies, and it was one of the hardest games I had, but I managed to I came out victorious. But that was kind of luck based because of the card I ran. But I ran 4 Brawlys. Great card, best 1-drop. This deck searches so much, it's very consistent. I love it, it was awesome. So I ran that, obviously, and then what you gotta run is the 4 promo Brawlys. It's awesome, you could pretty much evolve next turn if they don't pop him. And honestly, I kept little dudes out on purpose just in case they either Brawling me back, and in that situation I kinda just choose the little ones, maybe Trunks Bridge to the Future to pop it instead of losing my 3-drop Broly. So I kinda baited it out and made sure I had my 1-drops out before I took out this guy, because I don't want to keep him being the only battle card on the field, because they're gonna pop it, especially Mecha Veggies, or anyone else is gonna warp it. And so I kinda bait them out either with this. It's just a lot of baiting out with this deck, and it really worked. And so I also ran 3 only Rampaging Lifeform Bio Broly. Usually I use them as energy. I never really brought out the card to do anything else. It was very situational, just because people could pop him with Kale and they could warp him with Mass Saiyan. That's the only reason I never really liked using this guy personally, because he's a 5-drop, and obviously Mass Saiyan could warp him, Kale could pop him, and it's easy to get rid of. So I ran 4. I took out one of those to run 4 of the big drop Brolys, and I ran 4 of them. This guy was the best card. He's my MVP. I knew in this format not a lot of people were able to pop big dudes. I don't know why no one really cited like Gohans or Beerus's or anything like that, because I know the format's fast, but if this guy's on field, he's gonna be on field. I'm not swinging until I'm ready to swing. And this guy got me so many W's. This guy, because you could hard cast him and then you could still choose 2 cards from your opponent's hand, or you could evolve by turn 2, 3 if you have this guy already out, Broly, for 3 energies. And having a 6-drop on the field, just staying there because they can't pop it with Kale or Mass Saiyan or warp anything. They can't do anything. This guy's just there, just hovering over you, and he's like, yeah, I'm a wreck you right now. Just giving my moment. And obviously, since we're running green, we had to run the Android, because I knew Mecha Apes was prominent in the tournament. So I ran 3 Android 16s, because this guy was a real MVP. I baited out people using their Shugesh with the, the Goku, Kid Goku, just so I could make sure that whenever I swung with my bigger dudes, it won't get popped. So I made sure they want to pop him. Yeah, I always brought him out so they could pop him, pretty much. And obviously, in case I ran into a mirror match or like anybody that brought out a big guy, I had 2 Gohans. I ran him just for that situation where if that's the only big dude, like if I ran into Cell. Surprisingly, I didn't run any Cell chain engines, anything like that. But yeah, in that case situation, if I didn't have it, I used him to pop it. Yeah, so I could get rid of those big dudes they had. And obviously, yeah, and so the next 2 cards also, what got me the W's a lot was the Enrage Gohan Awakening. One of the best extra cards, green extra cards. I didn't run full power Vegeta, the 1-drop negate, because yeah, you negate it, but you can't do anything else unless they're a 1-drop if they have Kabbas, but most of the time they didn't really have that. The Saiyan Kabba, the red one. But with this guy, I was able to get rid of their bigger beaters in the situation of Mass Saiyan. I did run into 2 Mass Saiyans whenever they like foo on me or any big battle card that was black. I got rid of it with this just in case they double strike me or anything like that. You're always gonna have 3 energies on tap, and this guy got me the W's most of the time, and this guy against Mass Saiyan. These 2 were like my MVPs against that matchup. Obviously you run the standard 4 boost attack Piccolos, and then the 4 Gohans. And then this one was recommended by me with one of my locals. His name's Yanni. He's like, dude, you gotta run this card. I'm like, what does it do? He combo and you draw a card. That's pretty much a super combo. I started putting him earlier in the game and in my LGSs, and it was doing very well. And I just decided to keep it because I'm like, oh man, I might hit the red. There was one game where I did open up 2 red. If you're watching this, dude, my opponent, it was a mirror match. And he was like, oh, we were both like, what the heck? This just really happened. But it is what it is. But most of the time I always opened up with 1 green, which is just what you need. And that's it. I always opened up with 1 10k boost or Gohan or Super Saiyan Goku, Unbreakable. But most of the time I actually did hit 2 green. But there was occasionally 1 green, 1 blue, 1 green, 1 red. It was just, it's bound to happen if you're running these type of colors. I only ran 12 different colors, 12 other colors than green, and it worked very well. But in my side deck, this is what I sided because I knew Mecca was prominent and it came in handy. I'm telling you, in case of mirror matches too, it was just perfect. I did run 2 Sun Goten Family of Justice. 2 of them only to pop those those Khalifas and Kabbas. And I also did run Time Ruler Toa. There was a game where I ran into a Mecca and we were both stealing each other's little dudes, like our Khalifa and Kabba, and we kept stealing them back. It was pretty funny. But these 2 were the real MVPs against Mecca Veggies. It wrecked. I never ran into a Mecha Ape, which is kind of like what I kind of planned most of my side deck because I was really worried with Mecha Ape. I did run more blockers. I ran more Ready Strike Attack Piccolo just because I could use him and keep their hand low. They can't really cold bloodlust him. And next turn, if they have a stack of cards, they got to drop them to 6. And obviously with that, I ran 2 fully trained Super Saiyan Son Gohan. This was recommended by Trey Faircloth. He was telling me, he's like, run it, it's gonna be great. And he's right. It would have been great if I ran into Mecha Apes. That was the bit. I never ran into Mecha Apes, which kind of like was like, all right, cool. I guess I dodged the bullet there, maybe. But I did run into more Mecha Veggies than anything else. And then also this guy, Unyielding Justice Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan Trunks, because he's a barrier and you draw 1 card and you get to evolve. So that was what I ran in that situation. And 3 Vegeta Surprise Attack. For that situation, like I said, Mecha Apes suck and you can only get around them with Revenge, so that's why I did a lot of blockers and Revenge stuff in here. And the last card that never really came out and I never used it was Furthering Destruction Champa. If I was really going to go for game, and I always saw myself at my opponent being at 2 lives, and I always have Brawly out, the big drop, double strike, 6 drop, he's just staying there, and that's pretty much how I won most of my games, was with that Brawly. And yeah, this is what I ran at the event. I did get 66th place, I bubbled out, which kind of sucks, but my matchups were 2 Mass Saiyan, 3 Mecha Veggies, and what was the next? 1 Golden Frieza, so that, what else did I run into? 1 Trunks, the blue leader from set 2, and I don't know what else, but I forgot. But there you go. That's what I ran. This is what pretty much I went 66th place. I tied with a lot of people. Obviously, I bubbled out. And let me know what you guys think. And like, comment, subscribe for more super content. And like we always say, y'all stay super.
Yo man, it's Mr. Popo back at it again with another super deal and super steal, man. 10% off now, no more 1 penny stuff. Whoa, what is going on?